Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
KT Rolster against the Kwangdong Freecs, and KT, they're coming from the blue side with Perfect on Udyr, Pioshik on Vi, BDD on Oriana, Deft on Senna, and Beryl goes in with the Ornn. And for KDF, it is Dudu on Rumble, Cuss on Viego, Bulldog on Azir, Bull subbed in for Taeyun, he's on the Aphelios, and Andal goes in with the Tom Kench. After more than 3 minutes, it is Perfect, unwillingly face-checking Cuss in the brush. He's running down the river, he's not tanky enough on the Udyr yet. He goes down, first blood goes to KDF. A little bit of a fight around the first dragon, it goes to KT eventually, and the first 3 Void Crumbs, they go to the Freecs. And 10 minutes into the game, it is Cuss again, lurking in the brushes, going for Beryl now on the Ornn. He's pretty much doomed as Bull and Andal go in, and Andal, he's thinking one step further with the Abyssal Dive. He goes for Deft. The Senna gets knocked up. Deft flashes over the wall, but he cannot escape the grey screen. A minute later, the next dragon is already up on KDF in an awkward position. They're running for the hills. Bulldog, he gets exhausted, stunned by the Udyr, and taken out by Pioshik. And out is KT, looking for something more, and Andal with the Abyssal Dive into the river, but into the nothing as well. Now he's alone, chased down by 4 KTs. Maybe a little bit of miscommunication, maybe just a misclick, I don't know. But Andal is sent to the fountain. Nonetheless, it's the Kwangdong Freecs securing the dragon a minute later. And also, the next trio of Void Crumbs. And now we see Bulldog getting knocked up by the Forge God. And then it is Pioshik and Deft there. The Senna will pick up her first kill of the game. And then it is Cuss not managing to get over the walls. And he will be sent back to the fountain by Pioshik as well. The Herald is obtained by KT, and after 18 minutes, it's the 3rd dragon slain by the Kwangdong Freecs, while Perfect picks up first turret gold in the top lane. But we take a look at the nice shuffle of Bulldog, forcing BDD on the Oriana into the demise. And so they can destroy a turret by themselves, but they will lose both in the mid lane in return. And out is Dudu and Cuss going for Perfect, trying to dive him, but this Udyr is on a Rukon and an Abyssal Mask, which makes him pretty much impossible to kill. Andal came in, but he's now knocked up by Beryl. And left to the docks, he will go down as Perfect is hunting down Cuss. Slowly but surely, the Viego loses his life as well. And now it is KT securing themselves the Baronesha. And a minute later, we see them in the bot lane. Bulldog, he's shuffling in. He only finds BDD, but the rest of his team comes in. And they find Deft, and they burst the Senna into the grey screen. And also, BDD will find the screen grayed out. 2 kills for the Freecs. And we skip only 20 seconds to see Cuss there caught on the recall. And Pioshik beats him into the ground. KT, they will then take their 2nd dragon, and we see Dudu strolling through the jungle until he's caught by Pioshik. He lets the equalizer rain down, which brings nothing but a nice confetti rain of infernal cinders as he gets popped. KT, they will then obtain soul point, and we stick with the scene, go into the mid lane, where Beryl gets the knock up on Andal, calls on the Forge God for another knock-up. Pioshik follows in, but he finds pretty much nothing as Bulldog goes into the Seeker's Arm Guard. Cuss, he's now going for Beryl, who's low. He hunts down the Ornn, and he will lose his life as well. As Pioshik went down on the top side, and Deft with the Dawning Shadow finds the kill on Dudu, but now he's on the retreat. Managed to get away using the blast cannon of BDD. He's about to be chased down, but here comes Deft again, finding the kill on Bulldog as well. And now the tables turn, and the bot laners of the Freecs are running for the hills, pretty much not reaching it, as Bull and Andal are taken out for an ace for KT. And they will now break some structure on the base of their opponent. As we see the replay from the scene before, another fight breaks out in the topside jungle of KDF as we see Andal and Bull just evaporated. Look at the strength of KT. The gold lead of 8K shows some marks. Only Bulldog managed to find a kill on the isolated Pioshik. But seconds later on the retreat, it is Perfect, trapped in between 3 Freecs. Cuss, Bulldog and Dudu managed to take out the mighty Spirit Walker. And again, we skip just 20 seconds to see Beryl there, stopped by the Abyssal Dive of Andal. He's trapped now in between all 5 Freecs. His health bars work down. Deft fires a Dawning Shadow, and Pioshik, he goes in, but now he's all alone as well. It is 2 kills handed over to KDF and a Baronesha. And this is pretty much how you force your opponent into a potential comeback. Here's the equalizer raining down on Deft. But then it is Andal with the Abyssal Dive into the nothing. BDD is there and also Perfect coming in. Andal is down and here's the furious Udyr. And just everybody's running for the hills, but Deft, he will find Bull. And also Dudu will be stomped into the ground by Perfect. And on the bottom left screen, we see that KT was taking the Dragon Soul. They destroyed the inner turret in the top lane, and here they go now for the base. The inhibitor's down. But that's it for the moment. We skip another 3 minutes to see KDF there on the advance through the mid lane. But here's Perfect incoming, the Forge God of Barrel as well. Dudu with his equalizer won't do only so much as the bot lane of KDF is already gone and Perfect. He's hunting down Cos. BDD not letting Bulldog escape. And now it is only a chase down of the last remaining member. Cos goes down. It's an ace for KT. And with it, they will take game 1 after a bit more than 40 minutes. Game number 2, KT again coming in from the blue side with Perfect on Udyr, Piotr on Nocturne, BDD on Orianna, Deft on Caitlyn, and Beryl on Wei. And for KDF, it is Dudu on Rumble, Cass on Vi, Bulldog on Azir, Bull on Jhin, and Andal goes in with the Senna. After almost 6 minutes, it is Andal pulled in by the shockwave. He tries to flash away, but the EE of the Wei pulls him back in, and Beryl picks up the first kill of the game. First 3 of White Crumbs go to KDF, the first Dragon goes to KT. And after 10 minutes, it's Piotr flying in on the Paranoia. Cassie's about to be sandwiched in between BDD and Beryl. He goes down, but on his way back, BDD gets shuffled in by Bulldog, flashes into safe ground, but he gets caught by the Dawning Shadow, and then the Sand Soldier of Bulldog finishes him off. In the top lane, we see Dudu on low HP, Perfect, trying to follow him and hunt him down, but it's a trap, because here comes Cass on the cease and desist. Perfect, he gets ignited, and in the end, it is Dudu picking up his first kill of the game. Then it is 3 Void Crumbs landing in the pockets of KT. The second Dragon instead goes to KDF. The Herald will be secured by them as well, while it is Deft on the Caitlyn. In the meantime, destroying the first turret in the bot lane for KT. And here we see Cass going in for Beryl, and he gets the kill. But now he's the one who will follow into the grey screen and Andal. He followed Cass way too deep into the jungle. The 8 in the hole from Deft connects. And then it will be Piotr chasing him down and sending him into the grey screen. And Perfect, he walks into a Lotus trap. The W of Bull traps him under the turret and he goes down. First kill for Bull. And we saw Dudu destroying the outer turret in the top lane. Herald runs into the mid lane outer. And here's the next Dragon almost 80 minutes into the game. Piotr flying in on Cass. The elf buff, the Vice disappearing. She has to flash over the wall. Then the ace in the hole from Deft gets blocked by Andal, but here's another sniper. Beryl with the QW of the Wei. And the scene continues with Bulldog and the Shurima shuffle. He finds Perfect at BDD and he forces them into a watery grave. And now there's KT running for the hills. Piotr and Deft barely make it out of there alive. But Beryl, he's trapped in the pit. He goes down and the Dragon goes to KDF. 20 minutes into the game, Piotr with another Paranoia finds Bulldog. The Phalanx goes wide and down goes the Azir. And they're on towards the mid lane. And here's Cass. He's feared on the Vi. But in comes Bull, calls the curtain, and he finds the kill on Beryl. And then Piotr takes out Cass just seconds before he will be called back to the fountain. The Freecs then destroy the last outer turret on the sides of KT. And here we see KT bringing down the next Dragon, the curtain called by Bull. But everybody stays pretty much unimpressed as Piotr flies in on Bulldog. Perfect tries to find Bull on the back line, but a follow-up gets stopped by Andal on the center. He's dealing so much damage. Cassie flies in, and he and Beryl go down almost simultaneously. Bull finds the kill on Piotr. Deft went down, no bot lane, no BDD as he was taken out by Dudu, and now it is Perfect. The last one going down. It's an ace for the Kwangdong Freecs, and here they come destroying the inner turrets in the mid lane and on the bot lane. And now it's a 6k gold lead for Kwangdong Freecs as we see Cass coming in, the equalizer rains down, and then Bulldog with a nice shuffle pushes BDD in the grey screen. Beryl already popped, and now it's Baronesha for the Freecs. On KT, they need to find an answer soon. Piosik tries to find one with a Nocturne. He flies in. He finds Bull on the back line. And then it is Barrel with another beautiful QW snipe. But the Freecs, they will let them go just like that. Cast with the cease and desist, he finds Deft, knocks him up. And the Caitlyn gets eviscerated as perfect on the Udyr, now trying to run away from the flame spitter of Doo-Doo. But he will not be successful. The screen is grayed out as well, and now it's the Freecs breaking the inhibit on the mid lane. They will then take Mountain Dragon Soul. The inner turret in the top lane breaks on the sides of KT, and after 30.5 minutes, here come the Freecs, having their eyes on the last standing structure. Piosik with a paranoia, he tries to find Bull, but he does literally no damage as he went into the stasis. And now here's the re-engage led by Cos on the cease and desist. Down goes BDD, down go Perfect, Piosik follow, Deft. He will find a screen grayed out for the last time in this game, because the Kwangdong Freecs, they pick up the wave. They take out Barrel for last ace, and now they've sent us to a game 3. Decision will be made in this game number 3. K-Team for the third time. They're coming from the blue side with Perfect this time on the Jax, Piosik on Maokai, BDD on Azir, Deft on Draven, and Barrel on Pyke. And for KDF, it is Doo-Doo on Cassante, Cuss on Lee Sin, Bulldog on Corki, Bull on Callista, and Andal on Renata. And we're not even 1 minute in to see the first interesting scene of the game. Barrel and Deft waiting for the face check. Here come Andal and Bull, followed by Bulldog. Andal, he's ignited, getting low, but the man in danger, it is Deft. He goes down. First blood gets drawn by Bulldog, while everybody else leaves the scene alive. 4.5 minutes, we go into the bot lane. Deft and Andal, they both get ignited, but Bull, he will have the upper hand against his role opponent. And in the end, he gets to kill Andal, gets ignited for his second time. But Barrel, he's getting low as well, has to make his way out of there, and he barely makes it as he gets out of the E range of the Callista. 2 of 3 Void Grumps taken by KDF. The Dragon goes to KT, and we stick with the scene to see Piosik getting handshook, has to make his way out of that Barrel. He goes in, followed by BDD with a Phalanx. But Bull, he finds the kill on the Pyke. BDD trades one back, but he will be taken out as well by Bull on the Callista for his 3rd kill already. And here they go again, Bull and Andal going for Deft. He's surprised, he's ignited, and the Draven is left with no chance. Bull picks up kill number 4, and now he's snowballing heavily. Cos coming down from the last Void Grump. He's now going for Barrel, but he has to be careful. Piosik is there, and Deft on the Draven. Cos getting low into whirling. Deft takes him out, but he is a hostile takeover from Andal. And Bull, he's wreaking havoc, taking out Deft, and now he's going for Piosik. Can the tower secure the KT jungler? No! The Menace strikes again. 6 kills for the Callista of Bull, but now Barrel turns things around. He will pick up 2 kills as well. The Freecs, they will secure themselves their first dragon. The next 3 or 4 grumps goes to KT, and here we see Barrel. Unaware of the ward, they were spotting him, and guess who took him out? Bull with kill number 7, and the Herald goes to KDF. Costin taking a ride, and Shelly and breaking the outer turret in the mid lane when we stick with the scene a little bit longer. And we take a look at BDD coming in with the Shurima shuffle, and he finds Bulldog and Bull. The Callista gets burned down, put into the bailout, and he finds the kill on BDD, but he will be sent into the grey screen by Piosik, who goes down just like Deft. Cos on Elise and picks up a double kill. It's a trade. 3 for 2. Bulldog went down, and KDF, they take the next dragon as well. And we see Perfect going in for Andal and Cos, but KT, they just switch the target because they see and they find an isolated Bull. The Callista goes down. Well, Doo-Doo in peace and quiet could tear down the outer turret on the bot lane, and we go in. Piosik leads the charge with the Nature's Grasp and the Twisted Advance. And Kasi just pops mid-air, but Buller comes in to trade one back. He takes out BDD in return. And also, the mid lane tier 2 was crumbling as we see the tier 1 in the top lane breaking on both sides. And Bull, he secures the next dragon for his team. It will be Soul Point. And now we take a look at Cos. He goes in with a resonating strike, kicks back Barrel into the misery. Down goes the Pyke. Now it is KT looking for an angle to come back. Piosik, he leads the charge, followed by Def. BDD goes in, but his Cuss comes in. He turns the tables. Andal goes down, but so do Def and BDD. Piosik finds the grave. And Perfect will be the fourth member. Only Barrel gets away, and the Baron goes to KDF, and they're now in a gold lead of 8,000. They tear down the inner turret in the top lane. They secure themselves the Hextech Dragon Soul. Barrel, after 31 minutes on the pike there, a little bit lost in bilge water. He just gets eviscerated by Cuss and Bulldog. And now the Freecs, they're coming to turn the last standing turret outside of the base into ashes. And they set foot into the base of KT. Perfect on the Jax. He tries to chase him out of there, but he's all alone in the front lane. He goes down. KDF just too far ahead at this moment. And so they will stampede through the base. And in the end, it's two inhibitors gone. On KDF, they turn to cash in some money and go for the next Baronesha. And we stick with the scene uncut, speed ramping a little bit through this because here they come now, having their eyes set on the Nexus. And look at this damage from Bulldog. This is just one rocket from the Corky. Two more, and Def is gone for good. Here come the Freecs, leaving behind no doubt that this series is theirs. They turn this series around and take this W with two more than convincing performances in Game 2 and 3.